hope you are having fun. I'm not just having fun. I'm also learning so much from this guy, Wills Portacio. Very humble, yet very, very accomplished. But Wills, I was saying earlier to the viewers, you're not just lucky. They're probably thinking, ang swerte nito, may mga mentors agad, may mga big breaks agad. But it wasn't like that the whole time, because you went into a coma. Tell us about that.
Yeah, there has to be trials. And that makes you a better person, makes you realize what you had before. Because like you were saying, knock on wood, I was very, very lucky. And so I was very easygoing in terms of where my life was going at that point. And so in the year 2000, funny because I went back to the Philippines for a few years and then I came back here. And just a couple months after I came back in the year 2000, during the summer, there was a big heat wave in San Diego. I went into a 1-week diabetic coma.
Wow.
I actually broke the records at Sharp, or so they tell me, Sharp Hospital. I went into the emergency room with a blood sugar of 1600.
That's the highest.
Well, around 800 is like danger zone.
Wow, 1600, that's double. Okay,
yeah.
So you went into a coma for 1 week. When people go into a coma, when they wake, sometimes they don't even know if they're going to wake up. And when they do wake up, they have to relearn everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So you had to relearn how to write, how to draw, how to make stories?
Well, on top of that, I mean, just real quickly medically, on top of that, my sugars were so high that your body's basically burning up. So my friends tell me as they came to the hospital that I was really bloated because I was so hot, liquid was trying to come out of me. And so I lost 32 pounds in just a few days. And when you lose that much weight at that time, you lose connections to your nerves. You lose connections that that your body has memorized with your muscles. And muscle
memory
is everything.
Yes.
And so when I got out, it was about a year before I could even really hold a pencil and even draw just even a happy face or anything. And what was interesting was I'm a very intellectual person, so I could feel all my knowledge running through my head, but it just didn't
translate.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that what led to a lot of frustration.
Okay. When you lost the nerves, when you lost, consciousness, when you were in a coma, when you lost all that, did you lose your connections? Did you lose, I imagine you had to take the leave from job.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was fortunate that because of my years in the field and because of my network and the people I know, I mean, I'm very fortunate with the people I know, that I was nicely ushered into a managerial position.
Yeah.
Because earlier on, as Image started, I was the one who helped build up the coloring department, which, digital coloring on Photoshop. That's what I spearheaded. And so when it had this lull in my career, let's say,
right,
I managed that department again.
Okay. Now, this is, coming back and summarizing all this, it's not just about passion, it's not just about the big breaks. There's also a lot of courage involved, determination. When you were doing that managerial position, funny, you didn't get comfortable, that you just said, okay, I've done my time drawing, this is me now, this is my new life, I have to accept it. You struggled past that. Well,
because it's also another lesson that I love to give out, is that a lot of people have the fallacy that an artist only has a number of ideas. Yeah, years or ideas.
Okay.
No. I mean, it's you give me a pathway, you give me a limitation, you give me a segment, and I'll create something. So I constantly have all these people in there. So here I was doing this managerial position that I really shouldn't have been doing. I mean, it was an honorary thing, really. And I really wanted to get back. I really wanted to start what I started doing.
Okay, so you kept pushing yourself. What an encouragement this is to Kababayans. And guess what? If you're encouraged right now, inspired by Wills' story, there's more encouragement. Because for people out there, for Kababayans who want to get into comics, what's the future for Kababayans?
The future is open, and it's not limited to comics. One of the things that I'm proud of that we ushered in with Image is that now all of the mediums, movies, animation, toys, gaming, they're all now merging. Everybody, producers are constantly coming to me and say, hey, we're doing a movie, hey, we're doing a game. We would like you to do a comic book or a graphic novel. So it's all now intermingled. And now that this is a real big general thing, Hollywood has gone through all of American heroes, American myths, American stories, as you've seen in the last decade. There's J-pop, J-drama, and now we're into K-pop, K-drama. And you've noticed, if you've watched any of that, they're not Korean people acting like Americans. They're acting like Koreans.
Exactly.
And that's what the audience, the international, the whole audience, even the U.S., dies for. And I think the next stepping stone, P-drama, P-pop.
P-drama. P-drama and P-pop, from your lips to God's ears, so that we open up more opportunities for our Kababayans. And when you do get those opportunities, what would be your best advice to Kababayans watching right now, whether, you know, they want a career in comics, in writing, in the arts? What is it?
It's just to take it and go. Because, real quickly, one of the big problems with artists is that it takes a while to get in there. And if you don't get in there within a couple years, the door may close.
Okay.
The door closes all the time.
So whatever door opens, take it.
You get in there, and once you get in there, the real power, the real trick is to do what they want so that you can get an audience. And once you get an audience, then you can do what you want. You can tell them what your audience needs, and then you can do what you want. But the thing is to first get into that door.
Thank you for that wonderful, wise words from you. Thank you for making us proud to be Filipinos. Thank you for coming here. We hope to have you back again. There's still so much to talk about. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you next time.